There are only 3 races remaining in Season 3 of the ShitCup Series, and shit is just beginning to hit the fan. As I, Clayball, and the Conspirator, Rafa Henn, welcome you to the Last Thick Coliseum at Bristol Motor Speedway for the COX 500. Rafa Henn, although you believe that ShitCup is rigged and you're a fraud for that belief, with so few races left in the season, what do you think is going to go on in the minds of these drivers?
Oh, first of all, it's my displeasure to be here with you, the rigger of the series, but you know, those drivers, they are just checking their bank accounts and whatever they can to, you know, get the privilege of you giving them a win in this race. While there are some drivers that are really showing these people like Rafa Henn that this series is rigged and not made for real drivers, only for people that wants to pay their way into the victories.
Well, unlike Rafa Henn, a real driver you want to keep your eye on today is most definitely young Simba. Your Shitona 500 champion is just 48 points away from taking the lead in the ShitCup standings, and today could possibly be the first time since the Shake It Off 500 that Win Nerginton is not your points leader.
Caleb, you need just to shut the fuck up and focus on the real man in this ShitCup field, and that's Rafa Henn. You may not remember with that stupid memory of yours, but Rafa's teammate Piper Goodenharder won this damn race last season, and I would not be shocked if another Asian Adobe incorporated car win today, especially that number 53, because that driver knows how to wheel a damn car.
Rafa Henn, some of the nonsense you just spewed may have been true, but you are still a fraud. However, there is no bigger fraud in ShitCup this season than Justin Perez. Your defending ShitCup champion is currently 33rd in points, second to last, and desperately needs something to go his way. He did win the Shake It Off 500 earlier this season, but since then he's at an average finish of 30th. We'll have to see if he can turn his luck around as we go trackside for the command. Now, for the most famous words in ShitCup, it makes me want to vomit just uttering his godforsaken name. It's the Conspirator, Rafa Henn.
Drivers, start your engines!
Thank you, Rafa Henn, for that absolutely abysmal command here, as we'd like to thank... What the fuck is the ShitCup shit truck doing? As we'd like to thank you all for watching. We'd like to thank the Agent Ada Bagel Foundation for presenting our starting order on the left side of the screen. If you're enjoying the ShitCup series, make sure to like the video or die. Rafa Henn, what can we expect here today?
Well, wide track, 30 plus cars, probably a lot of passing, a lot of 4 wide, 5 wide in some occasions, and with that level of talent of some of those drivers, you're probably gonna see a wreck or two as well.
Most definitely, as the ShitCup shit truck is going to go down the pit road. Xander Jeffrey and Colton Thompson are going to lead us to 50 laps of great racing here in the COX 500 as the green flag is underway. Xander Jeffrey with a fantastic start, jacking off behind them as well. Justin Perez, he's in a down slump. He is going to make his way into that 3rd position as now they are side by side for the lead. Here comes jacking off to the inside. Jacking off, he is going to lead lap 1 here. Definitely some momentum builder there to get the 5 extra bonus points. Here comes Recky Spinhouse Jr. and that ugly Conspirator of Rafa Henn. But here comes my Noah Patnaud to the inside. Noah Patnaud to the inside. He's going to get into that 2nd spot as jacking off continues the lead here, Rafa.
Yeah, great start for the 49th. You know, he's still holding the lead even though the track is so wide, so easy to pass, but I guess he's not gonna hold that long.
Almost contact with Patnaud. Colton Thompson going to move into the top spot. Colton Thompson, your Season 2 Shitona 500 champion, won earlier this season. And here comes Noah Patnaud. Patnaud going to lead a lap there. That's going to help him in his championship efforts as Justin Perez is going to get by him, and he's going to take the lead here as well. As the field is kind of starting to get into a rhythm here. Rafa's, they're 4 wide for second. Here comes Jonathan Denmark, who started towards the rear of this field after a fantastic run yesterday, and the same can be said about Dave Wilson.
Yeah, that's show how this track is wide and easy to make passes. You can start in the last position, but in 1-2 laps, you're going to be up here at the front.
And here comes Gustavo Fring, another driver that had a great run as the caution is out in turn 3 and 4. Devlin Tavarius, Bo Jiden collected. Knob shifter with some damage. Oh, contact! Joey Shrakowski and the leaders! Oh my goodness!
And
the leaders hit Devlin Tavarius! And Joey Shrakowski, where is he? A lot of damage to the Shrakowski mobile. Where
Not
the
for
fuck
him,
did
but
he
a
go?
lot of cars as well.
Where's Joey Shrakowski? There he is. A lot of damage to the right side of that 66 machine. As the caution is out for the first time here, Rafa. Already contact under the caution, and Gustavo Fring to the lead, and chaos already. Let's go see what happened. It all started with Devlin Tavarius, it looked like in turn 1 and 2. On board with the Conspirator, Rafa Henn. Look at this dumb bitch. Completely wrecks Bo Jiden into Raf Fazlin, collects knob shifter. Rafa Henn, what defense do you have for Rafa Henn's actions here, buddy?
Oh, it's Bristol, Clabo. This track, it's known for the bump and runs to move people out of the way. I'm pretty sure that the 7-2 was holding him up, and he just decided to take matters into his own hands and move that 7-2 out of the way so he can go for the win.
Okay, buddy, but what also happened under this caution is we had a lot of damage to Joey Shrakowski. Let's see what happened to Joey Shrakowski. We're going to go on board with the 66. On board with Joey Shrakowski, and as you can see, Gustavo Fring gets the lead for the caution. And Devlin Tavarius even collected Romelia Griffin there, Rafa, but Shrakowski able to collect it really quick as chaos already ensuing here in the COX 500. We'll be back after a commercial break. Gustavo Fring, the rookie, your leader. He's led 3 laps so far. Let's see if he can continue his efforts.
I just came back from the ER for shoving Burger King burgers up my tight ass. The physician diagnosed me with ass burgers. That means Burger King burgers are fucking ass. At Arby's, we make burgers that aren't for pussies like Burger King's. We make them with creamy white cum and juicy piss sauce. Arby's, we have the meat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the COX 500 Live, or whatever you want to call it, on the Clayable YouTube channel. Devlin Tavarius and Raf Fazlin out of today's race after that incident caused by Rafa Henn. Absolutely despicable, if you ask me, from Rafa Henn. Rafa Henn, I bet Rafa Henn loved seeing what Rafa Henn did here. As we're about to go green flag racing, it's going to be around 38 laps to go. Romelia Griffin, Gustavo Fring on the front row here. There's Joey Shrakowski. A lot of damage to that 66 car. Can he hold on as the green flag is in the air? Griffin got to the start-finish line, though, first, as we're back green flag racing. And Wilson all over the back bumper.
Shrakowski already falling back. The damage is too much for him to handle.
Yeah, he's already way back here in the field. He's trying to get out of the people's way. Thought it'd be a great run for Joey Shrakowski. The dreams have dashed as here comes Dabba Jingle Snatch. And there's AJ Walker, who was also involved in that. He got a little bit of contact.
Piper Good and Harding that is already coming back to the front. The last year's winner here trying to take the lead.
Yeah, and I do apologize. I was having some deja vu with AJ Walker. I think he got collision last race here. You can tell I'm already losing it. I'm pretty much have dementia. As here comes Anthony Tony Steve III. He is going to look to the lead here underneath Gustavo Fring. The Tony Steve family would love another victory in the ShitCup Series. Oh, contact! Good and hard gets turned in front of the field. And Kumar Yukihara. Bender M. Curtis Bush, the part-timer. Caution out in turn 3 and 4. Yesterday's winner, Drippy Wiener, collected. Dave Wilson gets to the lead. Bender M looks to be done. And you were talking about it when we went green. Cautions are going to possibly happen due to the lack of talent. Second caution here today, Rafa. As we're... They're just fucking it, Rafa. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Probably they are discussing who was ahead at the time of the caution.
Yeah, I guess they are, as Kumar Yukihara joining back into this field, as we're going to go see What happened to bring out the second caution of today's race? Let's go see what happened. Here we are on the spectator cam with Piper Gernhardt, and as you can see, Vic Muzzin gets into the bumper, tags him. Luckily, Karma hits Muzzin real quickly. Dabba Jingle Snatch able to get away, but then huge contact there. Kumar Yukihara, Droopy Wiener, yesterday's winner, Shea Mendez, Bender M. A lot of contact there, Rafa.
Yeah. You know, they keep coming since they are so wide in this track. It's hard to avoid sometimes. They are all stacked up pretty much into each other.
A lack of talent, as you mentioned, being displayed here by the ShitCup field, as we'll be back after another commercial break. Dave Wilson leads here in the COX 500. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Joey Shrikowski here. Is your pee-pee small? Do women laugh at your small pee-pee? Well, boy, I have the solution for you. Introducing Uncle Shrekky's Pee-Pee Enlarger. With Uncle Shrekky's Pee-Pee Enlarger, you can easily grow a massive pee-pee that even the TSA will think is a weapon when it's flaccid. It also works like a charm and has a 100% satisfaction guarantee, or 10% of your money back. Just listen to this satisfied customer. Before Uncle Shrekky's Pee-Pee Enlarger, I had a 1-inch chode. Now I have a 3-inch non-chode. Thanks, Uncle Shrekky. See how good Uncle Shrekky's Pee-Pee Enlarger is? If you order now, I'll triple your order. 3 Pee-Pee Enlargers and a free ticket to the next NASCAR Cup race at Kentucky Speedway. This is a $100 value that you can get for just 10 easy payments of $19.99. But wait, if you order now, I'll quadruple your triple order, so you can get 12 Pee-Pee Enlargers and another free NASCAR ticket, but this time to Chicagoland Speedway. What a deal! And if you order in the next 2.5 seconds, you'll get your entire order for free. Haha, too late. L plus ratio plus bozo. Bye!
Welcome back to the COX 500 on the Clable YouTube channel. Got 3 drivers out of the race after that. Curtis Busch, Bender M, and Droopy Wiener. Last race's winner, Raf Vaslin, will start on the pole for the ShitCup throwback race tomorrow. Hope you guys are enjoying the 4 straight days of ShitCup, as Dave Wilson is going to lead us back to the green flag here. The laps are dwindling down here, Rafa, as they got the Toyota Brethrens on the front row, along with Gustavo Fring as well. Wilson and Anthony Tony Steve III are going to lead us back to the green flag. Anthony Tony Steve III is going to take it that time around. He's going to lead an extra lap. More bonus points, why not? But Wilson going to get the advantage back as they come off the corner.
They're hitting the halfway of the race. Let's see if they can keep it green more than 5 laps.
And here comes AJ Walker to the front of this field. And here comes my favorite, Noah Patton, to the front of the field.
You'll probably be overtaking Riley Stone.
It would literally feed, you know what, Rafa Henn, you need to be quiet, because if Noah Patton wins this race, it would literally feed all of Africa. Patton to the front of this field, and here comes David Deeg as well.
Yeah, see, already losing spots. He doesn't have any talent.
Okay, you know what, buddy? You just need to shut your trap, as here comes Saul Goodman to the inside as well.
Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking.
Gets turned again. Huge crash. Dabba Jingle Snatch collected. It is a shit show here in the COX 500. Shea Mendez collected. As the caution is out again here, Rafa. The shit show 500, if you want to call it that. They're sucking a lot of COX here. A lot of damage to Chuck Sneed. Bo Jiden. As the caution is out once again, Saul Goodman to the front of this field. What the fuck, Rafa?
Those rest cannot keep it straight today. What's happening?
I don't know. I guess they've been infected with a virus known as Rafaism. We'll have to see, as we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what happened. The 3rd incident of the day here in the COX 500. Let's go see what happened. Championship implications here in the COX 500. Watch Dave Wilson. Wilson into Jingle Snatch, and a lot of front end damage to the runner-up in the point standings, Young Simba. Knob Shifter, Masturbation, Chuck Sneed, and Shea Mendez collected as well, but the story is gonna be about Simba. Lot of damage to the front end as Chuck Sneed, well, he's choking on something. Chuck Sneed's choking on some marijuana, blowing up the car. Championship implications in the COX 500 here on the Clayble YouTube channel. It may be a shit show, Rafa, but damn it, this will be the final commercial break for today's race. We are not Fox. We are not going to give you guys more ads. We will be back in just a moment after a final commercial break here in the COX 500. A lot of shit, a lot of championship implications.
At Domino's, you can carry out 3 topping pizzas for just $7.99 each. And with Domino's Carside Delivery, you can conveniently stay in your car while you do it. Just pull up, check in online, and we'll quickly bring your food to you.
Thank you.
So you don't have to get out to get carry out. Like Denny here.
Hey, Hamlin.
Fuck you, you fucking dick!
Stay in the driver's seat with Domino's Carside Delivery.
Welcome back to the COX 500. We're back green here. We do apologize. Rafa Henn was taking a shit, and before he got back, we went green flag racing. Rafa, are you back?
Yeah. Just go back here.
Okay, well, we're back green flag racing. Biggest stickers to the front of this field as we are less than 20 laps away from this race, this shit show finally being over. As here comes my favorite Noah Patton onto the front of this field.
You won't stay there longer, Caleb. See, you're already losing position.
You know what? You need to be
fall
quiet,
all the way
Rafa
to
Henn.
the
You're
back.
just a conspirator, and I don't want to hear this. Here comes the shit cup points leader, Win Nerginton. This will definitely benefit him if he can lead a lap here. Hell, if he can go to victory lane, he might even have a 1-race point lead. But Anthony Tony Steve III make it Gustavo Fring, not letting that happen as we have less than 15 laps to go. Now make it 15 to go this time. Bye, Rafa.
Yeah, but they run so many laps in caution without really quickly approaching to the end of this race. It's almost a sprint to the finish now.
That was Ezra Bass taking 14 laps to go. Here is Xander Jeffrey on the bottom, the pole sitter. He wants to get a win here as Justin Perez is going to take 13 to go. The laps are dwindling down. The patience from the field is dwindling down. A lot of cars slow. And Rafa, actually, you mentioned this before we started recording today. Lap cars could be a factor. Young Simba, a bunch of lap cars in turn 3 and 4. The leaders could catch them before this race is over, as Saul Goodman is going to take 11 laps to go here in the COX 500, and here comes Win Nerginton.
Trying to extend his lead in the championship now that his closest competitor wrecked.
And here comes Gustavo Fring trying to get his first career shit cup win. Big Man as well. We haven't talked about Big Man as well. What a story it would be if Big Man can get a win here today. As now 9 laps to go here. Here comes AJ Walker. He wants another shit cup win. Can he get it done? Oh no, look who's coming to the front with less than 8 laps to go. It's the Conspirator, Rafa Henn, but Anthony Tony Steve III is not going to let that happen. Anthony Tony Steve III back to the front as we now have 7 laps to go, Rafa.
Yeah, things are heating up now that we're very close to the end.
Ezra Bass, he's going to make a charge here. 6 laps to go. Anthony Tony Steve going to try the top. Here comes Jonathan Denmark to the bottom lane with Colton Thompson behind. There are the lap cars as the one and only Colton Thompson, along with Win Nerginton, is going to take 5 laps to go.
51 back trying to the lead, but at 20. It's not gonna
That's Wilson.
give up so easy.
Wilson going to lead with 4 to go. But AJ Walker to the inside. He wants to make something happen. It is coming down to the final stretch here. Gustavo Fring to the inside. We're going to go to the spectator cam. Give you more angles here. Here comes Jack It Off. jacking off is going to take 2 laps to go. Can Recky's spinouts make anything happen? They are going to get to the lappers.
They will get there to the last lap.
Yep, it's going to happen right here. White flag into the air. Here comes Anthony Tony Steve III and Win Nerginton to the inside. But AJ Walker on the bottom. Can Walker hold on to get another ShitCup win? Yes, he will. AJ Walker wins the COX 500 here at wide-ass Bristol. What a finish there. And Win Nerginton brings it home in 3rd. What a performance for the ShitCup points leader. And Anthony Tony Steve III. Actually, no, correction. Order has been updated. I'm fucking stupid. Anthony Tony Steve III gets 5th. With another great run for Jonathan Denmark. Great job from Denmark here. What a race, Rafa. What a race.
Yeah, what a rigged race. I know why
Here we
AJ
go.
Walker won today.
Why did he win
He
today?
probably, bragged you about winning since, he was commentating here yesterday. I saw you two talking before and after the broadcasting. I saw you two.
You know what?
I know how it is.
You know what? Get cut off. AJ Walker for Tony's Tropical Creamy Goo wins the COX 500 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The thick boy, the thick man himself wins the COX 500. AJ Walker wins here today over Jonathan Denmark. What a performance for Jonathan Denmark, but what a performance for Win Nerginton. Your ShitCup points leader is going to expand his lead greatly today due to the shortcomings of young Simba. Then you got Dave Wilson. That man's a fraud with Anthony Tony Steve III rounding out your top 5. Your pole sitter Xander Jeffrey finishes 6th with Recky Spinhouse Jr. finishing 7th. The Conspirator Rafa Henn finishing in 8th with Gustavo Fring and Justin Perez rounding out your top 10.
In 11th, Jack Kina finished in 11th place. Codon Thompson 12th. Ezra Bass 13th. David D. Riley's back to finish 14th. Big Man, even being involved in the wreck, still finished with a solid 15th. Remilia Griffin 16th. Vic Muzzin in 17th. Saul Goodman 18th. Noah Patternud, the worst driver in the field, 19th. And Biggest Dickus, the fan favorite in 20th.
Well, you keep on struggling with Biggest Dick as his name, but this guy right here, Bo Jiden, the part-timer, finishes in 24th with Piper Gernhardt finishing in 22nd. Stephen Clifton, 23rd. Young Simba, what a tragic day for the championship efforts of Young Simba. They finish in 24th with Knob Shifter finishing in 25th. Then you got Joey Shirkowski in 26th, Kumaru Yukihara in 27th, and then the rest of the drivers in this field all out of today's race. Dabba Jingle Snatch, Chuck Sneed, and Masturbation rounding out your top 30.
From 31st until the back, Shai Mendes 31st, Drew P. Wiener in 32nd, Bender M 33rd, Curtis Bush in 34th, Devlin Tavares in 35th, and finishing last place and the last of the ones that retired, Raf Fazlin.
Now, here are your point standings after today's COX 500 here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and there are now only 12 drivers eligible to win the ShitCup with only 2 races remaining. Win Nerginton with his run here today extends his point lead, this time over Dave Wilson. Wilson moves into second, only 84 points back of Nerginton. Then Simba in third. My favorite Noah Patnod still in fourth. Anthony Tony Steve the third, rounding out your top 5. Then the Conspirator Rafa Henn moves into 6th. Ezra Bass loses 2 spots. He's down to 7th. Same thing with Piper Gernhardt. He loses 2 spots down to 8th. With Xander Jeffrey gaining 7 spots into 9th. And Recky Spinhouse Jr. gaining 5 spots into the top 10.
David Rigg, the second best rookie in the season, starts 11 in points now. After today's race, Joey Shirkowski, the last with mathematic chances of winning the title, but he needs a generational lucky to turn around, especially after today's bad race. Big Man, the first guy out of the championship fight in 13, Chuck Sneed in 14th, Drew P. Wiener, the third best rookie on the season, in 15th. Raf Fazlin after today's race is 16th. Kumaru Yukihara in 17, AJ Walker, even after today's win, it's way off the contention in 18, Jonathan Denmark in 19, and running out the top 20, Masturbation.
Then you got Colton Thompson in 21st, Shea Mendez in 22nd, Ramelia Griffin in 23rd. Gustavo Fring had a decent run here today, not going to be able to make it up in terms of the championship, but does move up 7 spots into 24th, with Biggest Dickus, the fan favorite, in 25th. Vic Muzzin in 26th, jacking off, needed a good run. He finally got one, moves into 27th with Saul Goodman. Justin Perez, who finally had a decent run. He was 33rd before this race. He moves into 29th, and then Dabba Jingle Snatch, the biggest loser, definitely losing 8 spots. He's now down into 30th.
Steven Cliff in 34th, knob shifter after today's Rax involvements, also not looking very good in 32nd. Bender M, another DNF today, 33rd. And in last place, Devlin Tavares with a huge gap behind the 33rd place.
We will be back tomorrow for the Cock Out Southern 500 at Darlington, and then the following day we will have the Season 3 Shit Cup finale. Any final words after today's Cox 500, Rafa Henn, the Conspirator?
Well, the series is rigged, and it proved once again that it riggedness today.
Okay, buddy. I don't care what you have to say. We'll see all of you tomorrow for the Cock Out Southern 500. We'll see you then. And as always, take it easy.